Naval Support Activity Bahrain. The Dwight D. Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group, ICSG, began dual-carrier flight operations with the French Navy, Marine Nationale, Charles de Gaulle Carrier Strike Group in the Arabian Sea, April 13. Dual-carrier operations between the two strike groups demonstrates the combined military capability fostered by the U.S. Navy as it has worked alongside the French Navy for many years. The Ike and Charles de Gaulle share a special place in history. Both namesakes worked together to fight for liberty, and as leaders of their respective countries both worked to ensure peace and stability, said Rear Admiral Scott F. Robertson, Commander Carrier Strike Group 2 and U.S. Naval Forces Central Command's, NAVCENT, Task Group 50.2. Now, more than 70 years later, the spirit of friendship and service lives on in the men and women who work aboard both aircraft carriers. Our combined forces provide security and stability, but also highlight that we are stronger when we work together to promote a safe maritime environment. Ike and the Charles de Gaulle have a long history of operating together, including air support to Operation Inherent Resolve from the Mediterranean Sea in 2016, and again in 2020 when they conducted maritime operations in the Red Sea. Our cooperation is deeply rooted in a common history and especially in decades of mutual training, being the only two navies to sail nuclear-powered aircraft carriers with catapult-assisted takeoff and arrested recovery, said Rear Admiral Mark Ossadat, commanding officer of France's Task Force 473 and NAVCENT's Task Force 50. This commonality and means and of know-how links our two navies and represents a unique opportunity to train and to strengthen our interoperability. Thus our CSGs are ready to work together, as currently within TF50 in the fight against Daesh and tomorrow, where our common interests will require it. France is the US's oldest ally, dating back to 1781 when they supported the US during the Revolutionary War. In the years since, the strong bond between the two allies has only reinforced this relationship in testing joint combat skills through both world wars and continuing a long-standing tradition of exceptional partnership. Deploying ships and aircraft of the Ike CSG, commanded by Rear Admiral Scott F. Robertson, include flagship USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, CVN-69, guided missile cruiser USS Monterey, CG-61, guided missile destroyers USS Mitscher, DDG-57, USS Laboon, DDG-58, USS Mahan, DDG-72, and USS Thomas Hudner, DDG-116, and squadrons of Carrier Air Wing, CVW-3. Deploying ships of the Charles de Gaulle Carrier Strike Group include flagship of the Marine Nationale FS Charles de Gaulle, R-91, frigates FS Chevalier Paul, D-621, and FS Provence, D-652, and replenishment tanker FS Var, A-608. The Fifth Fleet area of operations encompasses about 2.5 million square miles of water area and includes the Arabian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, Red Sea and parts of the Indian Ocean. The expanse is comprised of 20 countries and includes 3 choke points, critical to the free flow of global commerce.